This is my current chaos of a workstation. Fun little room. There's a spray booth over there. No room to actually do anything. Crockpot, not for stew, for monster clay. But a whole closet of potential. There's bits, there's foam, there's resin, there's paint hiding behind the door. More paints, markers, tasted beverage. But I have to step over stuff. Current thing I'm working on is this guy, or lady, or thing, or whatever. So the idea behind this is a sort of living nest. So it'll have mandibles and teeth and whatnot. Each of these, which you think would be eyeballs, would be filled with spiders, and it just kind of, bites into you, and these egg sacs just explode all over the victim. Fun times. Where I'm at with it now, I kind of sculpted up mandible and stuff here. I made a mold, which it's been a long time since I've done any mold making, so when I was doing my cut, I didn't quite get down in there good. Had to go again. But the resin I had was about 9 years old. That's how long it's been since I've done any serious art stuff. And it's sad. So this video is part of trying to get back into it with something more consistent. So this here was cast with the 9-year-old resin. It never fully cured. And, oh god, focus. Focus. It's on manual focus, and I'm manually focusing. There we go. It never fully cured, and it's bendy, very bendy, which is kind of cool. Let's make it far more tough, because this was with like Smooth Cast 300, which should be solid and not bendy. Plan of attack is cast mandibles, which will be 2 this size, 2 smaller. But you can kind of see, those are my placeholders. Teeth, all the way around, mandibles. Cast those. The little teeth I'll probably do in isomorph. It's these little beads you heat up in water and you can mush them together and stretch, and they're translucent. So make all those separate. Then I can kind of poke them in where I want them, so when I do a brush on mold for this, which the jaw is going to come out, and I'm cast that separate, because this is sculpted in monster clay, which never hardens, so I have to make a mold of it. So yeah, cast everything I need to cast, push it in here to get like my plug. So when I mold the whole thing, those will be there and get done. I can just pop them in where they need to go, like I did down here on the jaw. and then kind of off to the races in the next part. So more of my mess, and I think my hobby is collecting hobbies. So 3D printers. There's FDM. There's my newly converted paint pot to resin pressure chamber, which I've tested once, just ran it empty to make sure it didn't explode, which it didn't, in case you were wondering. There's vacuum chamber for silicone, which I have not used yet. I've been using platinum based silicone and just doing a really high pour and then shaking the crap out of the mold to get any air bubbles out. But with resin 3D printing, yeah. So with resin 3D printing, I'm started where I'm making my own stuff in Blender, and I want to, print out miniatures and art toys and stuff. Here's a little guy I was working on with an even tinier. If I could just go there. This, I need to rework some things, and I don't know. There's a sketch. The greatness that is the Fleshtronaut. So idea is you have this big chunky boy. On his back there are lungs. There's rib cage that'll cover up. Oh, please. Rib cage that'll go cover up the lungs. There's a boat. Oh god. I'll just show you in the sketch. Here's a bone plate. The bone plate goes on top, so it looks like an astronaut, but it's this big flesh horror thing. Yeah. With a little tiny alien head that just screams forever inside. Okay. So I have my smooth cast part A and B mixed equal by volume. So A is going to go in there, B is going to go in there, and they'll both be mixed in there. I got mold from Mandible, and I grabbed a couple extra little molds just in case I mix up too much. This one's just a little crystal thing, not a nipple pasty, because that would be weird. That's a crystal thing. And then that's a Han Solo ice cube tray, carbonite cube. Right, yeah. I mixed up way too much. Alright, so into the pot we are. So what happened here is the safety valve opened up. I needed to get like around 40 to 60 max PSI for the resin, and it opened up way earlier than that. So I needed to adjust the safety valve, but in the moment, I mean, it's real easy to do. You just get a little screwdriver and turn the thing to tighten it. Um, didn't do that in the moment. I just held down the top of the safety valve to keep it closed as best I could, while letting it cure. Hey, it's me from the future. There's a little problem with the audio, so recording over it. Um, Came out pretty good. There was a little bubble got trapped up in the tip, but I can fix that with some milliput or something. Clip that off. A bit of my funnel. And Oop. Well. Oops. It's gonna go in there.